TGIF. We are back and ready to rock and roll. We got Stephen Halem, Lloyd Anderson battling it out. Stephen got up, broke dry. Lloyd is at the table. That is the update. That's where we're currently at. Score 0-0. We are live for the Southern Music Year End Playoffs. We are watching the Masters 8-ball singles. Broadcasting out of the Westin Hotel, Airport Road in Calgary, Alberta.
So we got Lloyd's gonna try to run the low balls here, solids.
So do you know, with Lloyd Anderson, the weight of cue that he plays with?
No, I do not.
Get ready.
I was gonna guess, but
24 ounces.
he plays with a 24.
Playing cue.
Wow. That is probably the only person I've ever heard of playing with that heavy of a cue. He might break with that heavy of a cue, but...
So the reason he says that he does it, he's been playing with it since 1991 at a 24-ounce cue, is he says he does not have to put the power in it to get the action on the cue ball.
Yeah.
And he says when it comes to control, you don't really have to try to control because the weight does it for you.
Yeah. To each their own, I guess.
I gather, and I actually tried it. I tried to hit with his cue last night, and he is correct. You wouldn't think so.
No, I can definitely understand how it can work. Definitely a feel game.
It is a feel game, and I think he might have me converted. I told him he lives, I don't know, 8 minutes from my house. And so I told him I'm coming over to his place, and I want to kind of play around and hit with his cue. What's going on, Jeff? Are we going to Grand Falls Casino next week? I wish we were, but alas, we are not.
We have a couple weeks coming off this tournament. We'll be back, I believe, 3 weekends from now we'll be back.
Yeah, we get 2 weekends worth of break time. We'll probably do a Q&A during one of those weeks.
Then we'll be at the CCS Western Canadians at Acadia Rec Center here in Calgary.
And then we have the Leather Pocket in-house league year-end playoffs.
And then off to Las Vegas.
Off to Lost Wages.
Did Stephen win against Jeremiah? Chase wants to know. Well, this is the B-side final. So no.
Yes.
Jeremiah played awesome and won 7-4.
He brought the heat Friday morning.
He was up 4-1, and then Stephen tied at 4-4, and then really just one bad break, and it was over.
Yeah.
Teresa, I am not still in. I was out fairly early evening yesterday. Tough tournament,
Well,
lots of good players.
The positive side to that coin is you lasted longer than I did.
Sort of. One match further, but it really made no difference.
Yeah. Yeah, whether you go out first or where we did, it still makes no difference because we're not in the money.
You didn't make the money, it doesn't matter where you went out.
That's it.
Oh, Lloyd's got to play a good shot here. He wanted to be straighter on the 3.
He sure did.
He might have to use the 13 to stop this cue ball. Just hit this with middle ball.
We'll see if this 24-ounce cue can give him some control here.
Yeah, this would be where I'd be worried about it. He might overhit it.
There definitely is, but if you watch his stroke, he really doesn't have to stroke very hard.
There's something to be said about when you play the game for as long as he has and come from a pool family. You can play with a broom.
Yeah. Lloyd is, well, his dad Marvin is a long-time player of the game. Oh, it skidded.
Hit it super thick, I think, and it might have skidded a little. Yeah, it looks like it did skid just a hair.
Here's how I think both Ben and I take losing in a tournament. You learn more by losing than you do by winning.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
lessons are in the loss, not in the wins.
Absolutely.
So you take that as a learning opportunity. And you don't get down on yourself.
Well, you definitely can't win them all. This game is super
No.
volatile, especially on these tables. It's really anybody's game.
Well, and when you're playing 8-ball on a bar box table, Valley specifically, it really is anybody's game.
Yeah. Like as you'll see from this rack, when Lloyd runs all the balls except one, there's nothing in Steven's way to maneuver the cue ball around.
Yeah, he's just more or less freewheeling it right now.
Well, and anyone really could from where
Yeah, of
he ended
course.
up. It was just too easy to get shape on all the balls.
Yeah, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I really like what he did there.
Wanted to be
Put that in with
straight in.
a little bit of power.
Yeah, the
I
stun.
don't mind that. Yeah.
Stun follows a really big shot.
It
in
is.
this
Very key
level.
shot. Yeah. One of the ones that definitely have in the repertoire.
That should be one of the first shots you learn.
Yeah.
He'll be putting the first game on the board here.
Indeed. Going to wait for Norm Doucette to
Yeah,
move out of the way.
we got Norm and Jonathan Weaselhead on the other table. So we'll switch you guys back and forth. You can watch a little bit of both. These guys are playing in the, I think it would be the B-side semis in the A1 division. Both great players, though. This is,
Yeah, really, really good players.
they could both play in the Masters and do well.
Yeah. I think he's shooting high ball. Rub the 12 into the 3, make the 9. Play position for 15 if he can behind that 4 ball.
Yeah, just clip the 12, rub the 2.
Yeah.
But
Shake the camera at the same time. Create a
reaching
little bit of earthquake.
he's reaching for his extension.
Oh, Teresa, you're certainly allowed to poke it, Ben. Really, it's something I do quite often, and it gets tiresome of poking at Ben all the time because sometimes he pokes back.
Sometimes.
So I would rather somebody else poke back at Ben.
My level of patience is exceptional, though. You're right, Teresa. So what Norm wants to do... Depending, yeah.
I have examples of when it's perhaps not.
Oh, definitely.
That we won't share, but
if there's
I'm
one
just
out
saying.
of if there's 1 out of 20 times where my patience runs slim, that's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
What Norm was trying to do there was billiard into the 2 to make the 9, but he also wanted the cue ball to shoot off the 2 and nudge the 4-15 open.
Oh, okay, so it didn't go then, obviously.
And in trying to do too much, he didn't accomplish his first goal, which
That's
was
right.
make the 9.
Make the ball.
But equally tough for Jonathan here, obviously. His balls are in a really bad spot. The 3's in a bad spot, the 2's in a bad spot, the 4, the 7.
I'm not even going to comment. I could, but I won't. I don't even think you realize, but I won't comment. I'll just leave that one. We'll let that one go. That one can go into the wind.
It was great working with you too, Wayne.
It sure was.
Hopefully
It's always good to work with Wayne. He's a super nice guy. Very knowledgeable ref.
that wasn't what Grant was talking about when he said he didn't want to comment.
No,
he was talking
no,
about Ted.
No. I was actually talking about your comment.
Oh, all right.
Something you said that you didn't quite realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's part of pool. Unfortunately, there's a lot of balls and shafts being talked about. We have to try to be adults.
No, we don't. Not at 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's almost noon, and then we have no excuse anymore.
That's right. And then by the time it rolls around to 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, that's when things could get fun.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah.
That is. There's also a lot of poking, stroking going on in pool as well. It's a dirty game if you got a dirty mind.
It is true.
So
Adulting is overrated. Isn't that true, Ted?
So Jonathan's giving this a long look, but I think the only plausible shot here would be to shoot the 1 into the 12 and try to follow it in. If you don't follow it in, you at least...
Could you run that 5 to the corner drawdown for the 1?
You could. I'm not sure what his plan is here.
I think he's going to play safe, use the 2 ball.
And draw into behind the 8, I guess, trying to use the 8 to cover that hanger down there.
Yeah.
I think he did just that.
I think so. I mean, fairly simple jump shot for Norm, but then what?
Then what? I knew he had to overtake one of those pockets. He played a very smart shot.
Absolutely, Richie. Come on down. You know we'll be there.
Joey, I'm confused. Why would we do green shirt on Sunday? St. Patty's Day is over. Green shirt on Sunday.
15's got to hurry up here. That wouldn't have been terrible if that 15 would have maybe rolled another ball and a half and taken away that pocket for the 3. Then it's not terrible.
Jonathan's still got some work to do here.
He does, but with the size of and the forgiveness of a Valley pocket, can you play this 3 ball to the bottom left, put right hand check on the cue ball and squirt over for the 1 into the same pocket?
Absolutely, that'll be the shot. You can cheat that pocket quite a bit where the 3 is going to go in.
Humboldt Bronco shirt day.
Oh, that's right. It's the 1-year anniversary.
Right. We actually did a pie in the face challenge, myself and Bonnie Plowman, last year for that. Nice shot.
I'm going to have to try to find a green shirt.
Me too.
To wear.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, Joey.
Absolutely. So he went forward with left, where I think I probably would have been draw with right.
Yeah, I would have tried to play the 1 to the same pocket too, but he liked moving it. He actually got the better of moving it. He's got a pretty good look here.
Call 867-5309. Someone will answer. Thanks for the tip, Ted.
Wonder if we said that out loud, that phone number, I wonder if we get a copyright infringement.
And just by me saying it.
Well, I wonder if it depends how you say it.
Oh, maybe, because I was kind of laughing when I said
Yeah, and
that.
if you just like say it all at once.
Yeah, but if we said it like it is in the lyrics.
Yeah, then you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
I think the 7 will go in the bottom left here, so he's in good shape.
Yeah. Oh.
Now it's going to have to go in the top left.
A bit out of shape there.
I might have tried to get shape on the 7 from the 2 there. I would have played that with inside English.
Yeah.
Or at least try to be straight on the 4. This is where he's going to run into trouble.
We'll see if the banks are going to be open for Jonathan here at 11:51 Friday morning. He could play defensive here too. Could play safe.
Yeah, he absolutely could. Absolutely could.
I don't think it puts you in a very good position.
I think he likes the bank, so it must go. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Banks are open.
If the bank went, then that was definitely the correct shot. You don't want to give your opponent a free look if you don't have to. That's when guys tend to kick balls in and stuff.
Well,
right?
he doesn't even have to kick it in. Touch the 15 ball to the rail, and you're in trouble.
Oh, nice little win there, and we're back just in time to watch Lloyd shoot this 8 to try to square this one up at 1. And he does just that.
Indeed. And once again, guys, if you haven't done so already, hit that share button, help us out. Share it to any of the pool groups that you're members of. Invite your friends, your families, even your enemies. Ben and I will entertain just about anybody.
Absolutely.
Good evening from Germany. Thanks for tuning in, Kai. Appreciate you tuning in. Certainly share it out there in Germany. The more the merrier. And it does beg the question, where is everybody tuning in from? And your sofa or your dining room table does not count. Tell us where you're tuning in from. And also if you're new. If you're new to Q Sports Live, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the stream. What is happening, Mr. Dempsey?
Yeah, it's going great. How are you, buddy? Still over on the East Coast, snapping off tournament after tournament.
I see, yeah.
Crushing souls. The last one I saw, he said, I must have wanted to win because he won like 13-2 or something in the final.
Where is the venue located? It is the Westin Hotel, Airport Road.
The new Westin, Mr. Osborne.
So if you're coming down Deerfoot, turn off on 64th, and it'll take you right to us.
Well, another pretty good look for Lloyd here.
Old and sore, says Chris.
As a result from the dry break from Steven, this table's been breaking a little bit tough.
So Ted's in Phoenix,
Rick,
Tulsa, Illinois.
It's being played in Calgary, Alberta at the Westin Airport location. This is the Southern Music Year End Singles and Playoffs. We were here yesterday and we'll be here until late Sunday night.
Indeed. North Bay, Ontario, Nebraska's in the house, Michigan, Maryland, Illinois, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So I think the only kind of tricky ball I can see for Lloyd here is maybe the 7, which he just went and looked at. But I think...
Does it squirt by? It must. He's shooting at it right now. Does it squirt by?
Oh, yeah, I guess there is quite a bit of room there.
I think he'll use the whole pocket. These are fairly forgiving. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it wiggled in a bit, but
yeah,
he hit most of the pocket there.
Indeed.
Morning,
Mr.
Andrew.
Andrew, how are you? Thanks for checking in.
It's not morning in Charlottetown, that's for sure.
It is not. They're sitting almost 4 o'clock. Kamloops, BC is in the house. Pretty much all over the map. So 4-6-2.
Yeah, because he probably would have minded shooting the 2 first, but he got a bit of a funny angle, so he can roll this 4 in the corner, and then he'll have a nice angle on the 6 to try to get straight on the 2. Then it just be a stop shot to get on the 8.
Is he gonna pop the rail? Go forward and pop off the rail?
He doesn't
get
need,
himself.
Yeah, he doesn't need to pop too much because he kind of wants this angle anyway.
For sure.
So this is perfect. He might have even wanted a little more angle. If I was him, I might have hit that a hair softer even, but this is fine. He just needs to get close to straight on this 2.
Good morning, Lan. How are you? Hey, you know we'll be there, Andrew. Looking forward to it again.
Oh, I can't wait.
Ben's got to go back and defend the title.
Yeah, I got to defend the title. I wasn't sure if I'd get the opportunity to go back and defend that one, so
yeah,
that'll be a blast.
That will be. Hopefully by then I've got my game back in somewhat of a shooting form.
Well, we're going to need it because we got to win the teams too.
Yeah, we...
What are their Fargo rates? Well, Stevens is 752.
I'll see what Lloyd is sitting at here.
I think Lloyd's around the 650 to the 680 mark. I've been proven wrong on that before, but his level of play, he's 720. Just might not have as many games in. He doesn't play as much anymore.
Lloyd Anderson is a 643 with only 40 games.
Yeah, predictable.
So not a true reflection. Oh, it's all good, buddy. What is it?
So I think
what's going on, Maureen? How are you?
I think we still have Jonathan up in this match. I'm pretty sure he's still up 1-0. Yeah, I don't think we missed a game over here, but
three-peat.
Yeah, going for
Vegas.
Going for the three-peat. Oh yeah, for sure. Get me in on that challenge match too. That would be enjoyable, Andrew. I like a challenge.
Yeah. Kenton, there's a couple of cameras that we have. There's 2 Sony 4Ks. They range about $1,000. And then we have one PTZ camera, and that one ranges about 3,000. A little bit of money.
Neil wants us to say hello to Jeff out loud. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. How are
Out
you?
loud.
Out loud. Hello, Jeff. Out loud. I'm too tall for this game. You know that, Carlos.
LAN. Both these matches are on the B side. The match we're watching right now between Norm and Jonathan is the B semifinals. The winner of this will play John Clark. The other match we're watching is the B side final between Steven and Lloyd. The winner of that will have to try to beat Jay Hampton twice.
And good morning to you, Corey from Clooney. Oh, right on, Kevin. Tell him to stop in and say hi.
Richie, yeah, this should be fun to watch again. I'm looking forward to it. So ball in hand for Jonathan to take a 2-0 lead here.
Nice little angle on the one ball.
Yeah, he's perfect here. Oh, he's going to have to move the cue ball a bit now.
Some bottom right hand on that.
2 rails missed the side pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, he had enough to cheat it. Just slide up the rail. That was a good shot.
That was. He even hit that one really well.
Jonathan is a really good player.
He is a very good
One
player.
of the more underrated players in the city. I don't think
I
everyone
agree.
knows how good he actually plays.
I would agree.
And 2-0 lead for him in this match.
Well, hello, Jacoby Custom Cues, one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live. It is the home of the Jacoby Black. If you haven't seen or heard what that's all about yet, check them out, jacobycustomcues.com, along with all their other designs. They just won Players Q of the Year again. That was down at the Super Billiards Expo. So certainly head on to their website, check out all their different designs and cues. They have the Jacoby Ultra, the Ultra Pro, Jacoby Black. And we appreciate their sponsorship here at Q Sports Live.
Well,
10 ball is the issue.
He's in good shape here, though. He can shoot the 14, and I think he might actually
play the angle on the 15
and nudge into the 10, or just take the angle on the 10 and cut it down the rail. That'll lead him to the 13. So the 13's over the hole. He might have actually been trying to go off the 6 there to open the pocket for the 8 ball on both sides. He looked like he was aiming to overcut it a bit.
So is he going to try to break this out?
I think he had to go into
behind it.
He had too much angle to try to play in behind, so he tried to nudge it out.
He did get a good rub there, though, so if he can see the 13, he can get back underneath that 10 ball.
Tough to tell from this angle, but I do think he has enough of it. Just a slight swerve. Just a very slight masse here. That's not a bad rub that he got there, because now he nudged the 8 a little closer away from the 6 so that it goes easier in that top right.
So he's going to put this 10 ball down to the bottom right-hand corner here, draw off that right side rail back over to the left side of the table, and put the 8 ball into the top right. Sort of kind of like that.
Just like that. Lloyd says that's good. That's going to square it at 2. What do we got going on down here with this little cluster in the top left of the table?
Where is this tournament being held? This is in Calgary, Alberta, out of the Westin Hotel on Airport Road. It is the Southern Music Pool League year-end playoffs. So we've got singles in 8-ball. Team play starts tonight, I believe, at 6. And then we'll have team play all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And when I mean all day Sunday, I mean all day Sunday. The last match, if it goes to double dip, is called for midnight Sunday evening. So definitely a full day of pool.
That's a great shot. Jonathan just played there.
Yeah, nice little safety.
Put him in big time jail. There's no easy way to even hit this 6-ball.
No.
One rail, maybe. It's a tough angle.
Like it had eyes into that side pocket.
Swish.
Straight down the long dart tunnel to the ball return. Hey, you're welcome, Michael.
But even from ball in hand, this is not easy.
You are correct. So Stephen is half native, half Chinese, and hence his last name is actually Chinese. It is Ho Lem.
2 words. That is correct.
David, the only VNEA that we're doing other than the SML, because SML playoffs here are VNEA, is VNEA Vegas.
We have a jam-packed schedule coming up.
Oh yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I'm going to enjoy 2 weeks off here. Rest up for the 22-day stretch that will be in Vegas. Jonathan's still not in prime shape to try to get out here.
Do they sell nachos? I haven't seen nachos here.
Well, they got pizza and burgers and chicken fingers, stuff like that.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got salads too.
Yes, pre-made sandwiches, stuff like that.
Yeah, food isn't actually that bad.
It's not bad at all.
Their sandwiches are pretty tasty, I gotta say. Oh, did he overhit it again?
He's okay.
That was close. Reminiscent of the same shot last, same pocket that drew, or that he drew in.
We're sort of watching both matches to make sure we don't miss a game on the other table. Looks like Stevens ran out the other TV table we have going.
What size for you?
Medium. And Jonathan hung that ball. It's given Norm another opportunity. He probably thought he wasn't going to get back here.
Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. You know we'll be there. Benny, I gotta take a quick little break. I will be right back here, guys.
Awesome, David. Hopefully we'll see you there. Best of luck. Norm, he is struggling a little. I'm not sure how that one ball jammed in there and didn't go in. Don't be nervous, Ted. Just a game. Gotta have fun. First and foremost, gotta enjoy it. The only other piece of advice I would have is use the nerves as fuel. Don't try to ignore that they're there, because they will always be there as long as you're not a robot. Might hear the sound of a crushing break by Lloyd on the other table. This is not going to stop for Jonathan. That's a big opportunity for Norm to get on the board here. See if he plays the corner here. I think that's the right shot. You don't need to play the side there. The corner is gigantic. If you guys need any cue repair work, or you want to check out some of Nick's custom cues that he started to build, you can give him a call or shoot him a text. Tell him we sent you. This guy does the absolute best cue repair work in the business. Big supporter of pool. And I think probably about 90% of the pool players in Calgary and surrounding area use Nick for all their cue repair needs. Cheap prices as well. And Clark, that's always a good habit to get into. Stay down till the ball stops. Good to hear, Brent. He does an awesome job. I refer everyone to him. Never does bad work. Always super good quality, very good prices. Done in a very timely manner as well. He can pick up your cue or your shaft at the pool hall, and he can drop it back off at the pool hall the very next day. It's a good shot by Lloyd, but he got a bad rub. I don't think he can see by this 8. So he's eyeing up the kick shot maybe on the 11. I'm fairly certain he can't see any of that 12, so he will have to kick at this 11, I believe is the right shot. And if he does kick out the 11, then I think he needs to go 2 rails. I don't think hitting it off 1 rail is really going to give you much shape other than on the 12. I'd be hoping to go 2 rails here if I make this 11. I assume that's the shot he just called is the 11. The 12 would squeak through there, but it's not a very easy shot. The 11 is actually really makeable with it being close to the rail and close to the pocket. That second rail actually burned him. Crashed into the 5, and now he's in big trouble. He's going to have to cut this 12 probably in the corner. You could play it in the side with some high right English and try to go 2 rails and break out the 5. But the problem is when you play the 12 at that speed in the side pocket, it doesn't often accept the ball. The other option he can play is the one he's looking at now, is kick into the 13 and try to leave him frozen back there. I think the 12 covers the 3. But a really good chance that Steven can kick safe into a ball, so he's going to want to create a little distance between the 3 and the 13 as well. I think he's going to reach for his extension or his mechanical bridge here. Looks like Normie got another game on the board on the other table, so it's currently 2-2 over there, as long as my scorekeeping is correct. Michael, why is it not worth it for Q Sports Live to go to Edmonton anymore? I don't know where you got that information, but we will definitely be back to Edmonton. I believe there has been another broadcasting company started up there, so they can cover most of the small events, and will most likely just be taking the big events like the VNEA Westerns and stuff like that. I feel like I might have played that just a little bit harder because there's no separation. This is the Masters semi-finals. This is the B-side final of the Masters singles.
Sorry
and
about
it's actually Ben on the mic right now. Grant just got back.
I just got back. I had a regular business call that I needed to attend to.
It's a good hit. All he really needed to do there was hit the ball. He's got extremely fortunate.
He got very good there.
It's what we refer to as the jelly roll.
Yes. That wasn't even a junior jelly roll. Coming up like roses.
No, Steven beat Joe last night, and then Joe lost to Lloyd, believe. And then Steven lost to Jeremiah Hampton this morning. You may have heard some people talking in the background, Michael, last night. Somebody sounded not happy at Val.
What?
There's a chance somebody was maybe sitting too close to us while we were doing commentary and talking about how we won't be back to Edmonton anymore because it's not worth it for us. But that's wrong information. We will be back to Edmonton.
I don't know who was talking about that.
Somebody was sitting behind us yesterday.
Who was sitting behind us?
I don't know. It could have been you, could have been Ryan, could have been anybody. Somebody was talking. Yeah, the conversation happened, and I remember it. But that's not true information. We will be back up there. Val did start her own streaming company, though.
Yeah, we wish her all the best.
Absolutely. Hello, Barb.
Hello, Barb.
Thanks as always.
It was good seeing you yesterday. I'm sure we'll see you again for the team event here.
Kevin went to GoFundMe, but did not see where to do the booklet giveaway anywhere. You got to search Q Sports Live, Kevin.
Yeah. So all it is when you donate on that GoFundMe to get into that Q giveaway, we see that and we send you the viewer advantage.
So it wasn't even a background conversation. It was literally on the stream commentary. That's always good. Whatever information you heard from whoever said it is not correct. We will be back to Edmonton.
No doubt.
If nothing else, at least for the VNEA Westerns, we'll be still streaming the big events.
Well, excuse me. With Val starting, great hit. with Val starting her own stream up in Edmonton, there's certainly holes that need to be filled.
Ball was frozen, so it wasn't. It was a good contact, but unfortunately, no rail after contact, which is a VNEA and a BCA rule.
I did not know that that was frozen. But anyway, there are definitely streams up in Edmonton that obviously we can't make it to every event. We wish we could, but there's only so many days and hours that we can do. So there are certainly holes that need to be filled, and we wish her all the best. Yeah, no, you can do it in person, Barb.
It's a great shot by Steven there to make the ball and freeze him on the 8. Now he's gonna have to kick this towards the side. Gonna go out on a limb and assume it was Ryan. You may have heard yesterday, given some false information, but nonetheless, we will definitely be back. So Lloyd's gonna kick one rail. This is a tricky little shot because even if he makes this in the side, at best he's gonna have a bank on the 8.
Yeah, the position on the 8 is tough.
It'll
Never
really
mind the shot's tough, in itself.
This 8 will really only go bank side from where he might end up if he does happen to pot this kick. He'd have to pretty much stick the cue ball where the 12 is now.
With that angle, though, is he going to hit that 12 into the side and kill it off the 7 ball?
Yeah, that might have been what would happen if he did happen to.
If he actually got that hit.
Got the right side of the ball in the contact, yeah.
But I mean, even if that was to happen, it's still tough.
For anyone else out there listening, as Barb was mentioning, you can purchase the coupon pack and the viewer advantage pack in person. That's not just an online contest. And if you guys didn't hear earlier, the winner of this match will have to beat Jeremiah Hampton twice to win the title.
Yeah, true double dips here. And I'm not talking about just Ben and I.
2 double dips here, yeah. I got double dipped once in this tournament.
Did you?
Only a handful of years ago, I got double dipped by Mark Vino, which is okay. He's my teammate.
The Vino bot.
He brought it. He brought it and he double dipped me. He played good.
Did it go too far?
I think he can see the 2 by the 5.
Tight pocket.
If he
tighter
can.
than what it needed.
If he can't see the 5, which I think he can. The
Oh,
pockets.
yeah, he can get there.
It plays so big from this angle too, where the 5 is. He probably could have just hit that full into the rail, and it still would have.
Yeah, I suppose.
It still would have gone. I think the angle's so big.
On the valley tables.
Gotta love these valleys for that.
They definitely have their advantages and their disadvantages. They're a little bit slower. The rails tend to slide a little more than a diamond table. Pockets are forgiving, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have a perfect angle here. That's why he's going to make sure he gets this one right.
Why does double dip sound dirty?
I don't know.
It seems to be the undertone of our stream this morning.
Well, thanks for that, Barb.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's definitely never any ill intent, and it can be misinterpreted. Sometimes you can't see the look on our face or the smile or the laugh when we're saying something,
yeah,
so you wouldn't know it's sarcasm.
It's the same
or
as texting, right? You can't hear the voice incantations and so on and so forth. So to clarify all of those questions, Adam, the singles in the Masters is open. You can come in, pay and play. However, with the team events, you do have to play in the SML Pool League, and you must have a certain number of weeks in order to qualify.
And in the other match that we were watching between Norm and Jonathan Weaselhead, you would have had to play a certain amount of weeks as well. I believe it's 8 in order to qualify for that singles tournament in the A1 division.
Yeah.
Or any of the lower divisions. Only the Masters is open. And they have gone on a break on the other table there. So we'll throw up.
Popped up on the screen there.
Yeah, we'll throw up a few of our advertisers here. Bob Danielson Cues coming with the Sweet Spot 360 low deflection shaft. You'll see Grant, Ryan, and myself playing with at various times. It's done wonders for me. Really good piece of work, that shaft.
I'll tell you, I gotta say, Ben, since you started using that SS360, your game's kind of jumped a level. Not that you didn't play well before, but I think with that Danielson cue or that Danielson shaft being what it is and complementing what you already had, I think the confidence level just skyrocketed with you.
And we have JB Cases on board as well, guys. If you're looking at ordering from them a custom cue case, if you order through us, we can get you a slight discount here and there depending on what it is that you're trying to order, depending on the customization and sizes and stuff like that.
I was hoping I could have got a hold of John Barton this last week prior to this event. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get in contact with him. He's obviously a very busy guy. He has a hard time keeping up with the demand of JB Cases. So as soon as I can kind of get on the phone with him, clarify everything, we will certainly pass that information along to you. But when you spend the type of money that we do on cues, you cannot get a better case to protect it. And thank you, Adam. Very appreciated. So we'll see if Steven actually brings us a break or whether he's going to continue the same. He's only putting in about half the power that he normally can put into it. So we'll see if he digs down and brings it.
He's tried crushing it, and he's tried hitting it a little medium weight. He's having trouble trying to figure out what's going on with the brake.
Oh, so he did put a little more heat into it, and look at the reward.
They made a bunch of balls.
Dropping like flies. Look at that table.
Yeah, he hit that one pure. I think you gotta shoot.
This is like duck soup for him.
You gotta shoot low ball with where the 13, 14, and the 8 is. I like low ball here.
Yeah, I do too.
But trust me, he can run stripes here too. This definitely work his way out of either pattern here.
Yeah, this is kind of shooter's choice. Depends on how he's feeling, but I think you're right, and he agrees too. Low ball is the out.
And this is a B-side match, Chad.
Look out. He'll be fine here. You can actually hit this straight with some left-hand spin, and that spin will throw it right. You can pretty much hit and stick for the one ball.
I don't think this isn't a, it's not a delta rack. I don't know what kind of racks those are, but.
Nice angle on the one, float over 6 into the top left hand. Does he use that 13 as a stopper? No.
He
just hits it that good.
Would have had the wrong angle if he used the 13
Andy Chow in the house.
This Masters division isn't the same without Andy in it.
No doubt. It has been a minute since we've seen or heard from Andy Chow. He was here in Calgary, moved over to China. Probably lighting it up over there.
He's been watching quite a bit of Q Sports Live too. I've seen him on there a handful of times. He loves his pool as much as anybody, that Andy Chow.
Yeah, nice shot from Steven there. Put that 7 ball in there and then move that 8 up. Yeah, make it a touch easier to make the 8.
This is going to get him on the hill.
Yeah, auto shape. That is how you break and run a table right there.
That's how it's done, folks.
Well, it's the Mike Burton home team. The Remax Realty Professionals based out of Calgary here. If you are in the market for either buying, selling, or in need of a mortgage, make sure you get a hold of them, guys. They are the best in the business. Probably got a sneak peek at Mike Burton yesterday. Was on the stream for a couple of matches.
And if you need his contact information, you can message the page, and we'll give you all the info you need to get a hold of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Where can you find out info on these tournaments? A lot of the tournaments that we go to, in fact, everything that we stream is available on the Q Sports Live website, qsportslive.com. AZ Billiards is another good source for tournaments that are happening around. But everything that Q Sports Live is doing is going to be posted onto our stream schedule on the Q Sports Live.
As far as dates, that's absolutely the place to find it. Is we got a nice tournament calendar up there.
It was Jeremiah Hampton that put Steven to the B side.
Looks
How good was that?
Jonathan's playing a nice little safety there.
Indeed.
This is a clustered table.
I think he might have the 9 off the rail off the 4.
Yeah, that's going to be the shot he's going to try to play for sure. Tough little shot, though, from this angle. You got to really just miss the one by a hair.
Calls a safe instead.
I think he's going to try to draw into the 4. Make the 4.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, how good did he hit it, folks?
He hit that good. He
Looks
hit
over
that
for
good.
approval, which he's getting lots of on that shot.
He's getting the nod for sure. Very well played.
Draws into the rail to make the ball rail first and slide in behind the 9.
Beautiful shot. Well executed.
Very well executed.
Now, does Jonathan have even any of that 6 or 7?
He jumps really good. He's going to jump. It's just the edge. Like, he jumps really good. I played on a team with him last year. He jumps awesome. It's got to be the tall and the long fingers. And
yes.
That's why he jumps over the ball really good. But this is one of those ones where it's a nice time to have the rail to bridge off of.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get up a little higher because he needs a high elevation to get over these balls. One stroked it.
Look at that, eh? This is how easy jumping is.
One stroked it. Not sure I approve of the one stroke there, but
yeah,
nonetheless he got over.
When you can jump as easy as what he made that look.
Oh, maybe he didn't have a way to pot the 6, even jumping over it. So that might have been why he just hit it fast, because there was no pot
just
available.
For the hit there.
Just the hit, yeah.
So is Norm going to put him back in the same spot?
No, I think he's. Oh, he is, yeah. See, I thought he might go for it there.
Yeah.
Because he had a good angle to try to break those out.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been too aggressive.
I kind of say this a lot when we're broadcasting. There comes a time in each game where you more or less have to kick down the front door and take your win. And I think that was the spot. Although the 2-ball is rather difficult.
Yeah, you have control with where the 2 is now. It wasn't there before, so I guess if he had gone for the breakout, he could have got in trouble if he didn't get a good rub. So he went with the safe way, try to put him back where he was to begin with, which is in a very tough spot. Jonathan's going to just try to chip this ball and play safe, I believe.
Yeah, leave the 1 ball close to the 12 ball there.
Which is not bad, considering
Well,
where the
9,
14-15 is now, too.
The 9 ball is, well, you can also break that 12 with the 11.
Well, he got a little unlucky there.
He did.
If he gets the right angle, he doesn't have to break the 12. He can play the 11-1-12 combo.
Yeah.
It's pretty wired up.
I'd almost take that 11 right now and break out that.
He's kicking safe. It's a smart shot.
I think I would have tried to break out that 1 ball right there because that safety was always available. So I might have broke out the 12 ball while I had the opportunity and then played that shot.
Tough to tell if he had the right angle to draw into it.
Yeah.
It was a tricky little spot he was in there. I don't disagree with the shot he played. This can definitely win him the game.
Yeah, now the 15-14 is wired up.
Yeah, he solved the problem and got safe. That's a smart little shot Mr. Norm played. So Jonathan's going to leave the 1 ball there because he definitely doesn't want to move that.
Yeah, and if he can't see the edge of that 2 ball, I might see him jump.
Yeah, I don't think he can see the edge.
You might see him jump again here. Let's see if we can hit 300 viewers. Alex, I like the way you think, sir. In order for that to happen, we gotta crush that share button. And why not crush it?
Absolutely. Well, let's see. He does have a short cue in his hand. He's jumping at the 5 ball. I like this shot.
So do I, because you can also get safe even if you don't make it.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get safe. That's not one of them.
Nope. He put some draw on that.
So the only problem I could see Norm having here possibly is the 8 ball doesn't really go.
Clark says crushed and shared. Love it. Thanks, Clark.
Crush it like I crushed Alex at 4 Bears. Yeah, he could do it that way too. Oh, he can see this from here. There's room between the balls.
There is.
So again, I think the problem here is probably going to be the 8 ball. Wait, he's leaving it there.
Oh yeah, he is leaving
shooting it now.
Oh, he got on the wrong side. He got the bad rub.
I don't like that shot.
No, I don't either.
I
I think 12 was the shot there.
I think he had to play the 12 and try to get straight on the combo.
Yeah, what do you do here? So do you go off the end rail and play behind again?
No, I think you have to try to get out here. If the bank goes, you have to try to make the bank and get out. Oh, he
very
just missed
close.
it. He wasn't getting any shape, though.
Does he get the horn hook? Very close.
Well, Jonathan still has to make a couple shots here. He's got to get that ball out somehow.
Well, there is Mr. Bob Danielson in the flesh.
Yeah, what do I know? You're right, Bob. Not much, because I didn't place in the money in this tournament. Switch you guys over quick. You can watch Lloyd shoot this 8 ball to keep himself alive in the match. That gets him to 3. That match is not over yet, folks. All it takes is one dry break from Mr. Holem.
Yeah.
A break and run from Lloyd, and it can be hill real quick. So Jonathan's eyeing up this 5-7 combination. Tried to control the cue ball to get shape on a ball. Put the 5 in a real nice spot. So if he can shoot this 6 and try to get a little bit of angle on the 5 to hit the 5 thin with inside English and go into the 12-1. Oh, also a smart shot, playing safe there. That's probably the best thing he could have done. You may have heard the crushing noise of Steven's break on the other table. He's made a couple balls, and he's got a wide open look to finish that match off. Nice kick and hit by Norm, but sold out. I think if I'm Jonathan, I don't mind shooting the 1 ball here first. The 1 or the 2. There you go, Bob. Think of the time I ran, what did I run? I ran a 5-pack on a guy.
You know what?
One of my matches there in Auburn.
That's not your most impressive
No.
feat. No.
7 is good.
No.
8-3 coming back from 8-3
come
down.
back.
But that wasn't, it's not like I ran out to
Doesn't
come
matter.
back.
Doesn't matter. To me, that's more difficult than running a 7-pack or a 5-pack. Coming back from down 8-3 and
From
a
the
race to
outside,
9,
from the outside looking in, definitely.
I'll tell you.
From the inside, all I can remember is Derek missing a ball that he definitely should not
I
have
agree.
chopped.
Tried to fire it up to the top left-hand corner and went off of ball.
I did play a little bit inspirational after that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I ran a 6 or a 7 on Alex Walker, too. Yeah. That wasn't even the time I was thinking of, though. How funny is that?
Yeah. I don't think, I mean, I've seen you run a lot of racks, and as impressive as what it is, and I'm not trying to take away from what that is.
The 6 game on the
6
trot
game
comeback.
was,
That was a gooder.
that was definitely a gooder.
That will be remembered. So he punched the 6 out. I don't mind that shot.
So with your pattern play, 6-5 1-up roll up,
No.
or do you go 5-6?
Yeah, definitely 5-6.
5-6-1.
And then the 1 is your out ball to the 8, as long as you don't get too much angle on it. I don't see how you can get funny on the 1.
No, because even yeah, you can't. Even if you come short on angle, you got the 10 ball there to kick you back out.
Exactly. I don't see any way you could land funny on it. He's got to make a good pot on this 6 ball now, though. He's not in perfect position.
Yeah, just a nice left-hand spin on the cue ball, draw just short of the side pocket, back out again.
What I'll do here, though, is let you guys watch Steven shooting the last 2 balls to win this match. Lloyd's going to give him the 8.
Yeah. Well done.
Very well done by young Holem. Gets himself to the final. He's going to have to beat Jeremiah Hampton twice to take this title.
I kind of think that he might have a little bit of an axe to grind, being that it was Jeremiah that put him to the B side. So.
And it seems that he's figured out the break, which was part of what stopped him against Jeremiah, was the break, and it seems he's figured it out.
Yeah, and I think that more had to do with the fact it was the morning match, and he literally walked in the room and started playing.
Are you kidding me? Look how good the shot Jonathan just played is. Watch this we got a delay on the tablet so we can watch the replay. He just played one of the craziest shots.
What?
How good is that? Draw
Come
with inside
on.
juice to go 2 rails and hook him on the 8. Oh, that's a good shot by Norm. He did tickle the 12.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with the safety that Jonathan played there, but that was a really good shot.
That was a crazy shot. I thought for sure he was just going to draw that with left-hand spin on the cue ball, put the 6 to the bottom left,
Well,
and he's out.
And look what ended up happening. He had to make a way harder shot on the 1 ball.
Absolutely.
Way harder. He had no problem with it, so maybe he wouldn't have had a problem with the 6
was
either.
That safety?
That was good. He made one of the better shots of the day on that 1 ball there, too.
I think that's probably shot of the tournament so far.
Drawing 2 rails there, yeah. I would say that would be shot of the tournament, but under the circumstances,
it's unnecessary.
So that would detract from it
I would
being
agree.
As good of a shot as it looked like.
Oh, it was still a great shot, just unnecessary in my opinion anyway.
So I'm going to run over there and get a score check really quick and just make sure we got the right score. I feel like we
Sounds
maybe missed a game.
I think so.
Oh, John Clark's going to go do a score check for us. It is 3-3. I was correct about missing a game.
Nice scorekeeping, sir.
Yeah, back and forth. I knew I would miss one trying to watch both matches.
You did it good. which is probably where my downfall is, because of I get too caught up in conversation,
Yeah.
right? Which is somewhat of a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's not good.
Sorry, Alex. Alex is still waiting for his carbon
he'll
fiber.
get it soon enough.
Oh,
And as I said to you earlier, Alex, it is worth every bit of the wait.
Is that Alex from?
It's the jackalope hunter from Montana.
Yeah, we met him, right?
Yeah.
Miles City. Yeah, yeah, we met him when we were in Billings.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the guy.
He was chilling.
When's the Masters final happening? 1:15, I believe?
30.
1:30 it's scheduled for.
There we go.
He's like, darn. It's like right now.
So with any luck, these guys will be done by then. And then we can just focus on that one match.
That would be awesome.
The final of the Masters singles. This is the
semis?
B-side semis. This
Yeah.
is only the 4th place spot.
Well, they must have had a lot of players there.
But Ryan is going to
Another
have a
earthquake.
match coming up on one of these tables, so we're going to need to make sure that gets scheduled properly.
Absolutely.
But Ryan is in the final of the A3 division. He won the A side.
I like it.
So I'm thinking maybe we'll get Steven to make sure that gets scheduled on table 2 and Steven's match gets scheduled on table 1.
Indeed.
We'll make sure Steph gets that done.
We might have a little pull with the tournament director here.
William, it's currently 12:45 where we are, Mountain Time.
Yeah, so 45 minutes from now.
Yeah, I'm sure Steven will make the trip for 2,000 to 3,000 added for that tournament in
He's
September.
got 1,900 so far.
Where's that?
It's going to be in Billings,
Billings, Montana.
at the same room that we were at with the diamond tables.
Jonathan looking good here.
Hey,
It's like, I'm not going back there with this one. Heavy cue
let's see.
ball.
He got a little funny here.
He certainly did.
I'll have to remember to bring my own cue ball for that tournament in case I have to play downstairs.
So what do you do here, Ben? 11, try to kill into the 8?
Yeah,
Is that-
this is a tricky little spot.
it
There's
is.
so many bad things that can happen
Yeah,
here.
you're going to try to, well, you may hit even into the 3.
Oh, no way
look
he
at
tried to
that.
hold it. Ah, how good is that? That's a really tough shot to hold that ball.
Yeah, he is bringing some.
But not only is that tough, but that is brave.
Yeah,
That's a very brave shot.
it is.
For the most part, I haven't really seen these tables roll too much, but valleys in general tend to drift a little. Just playing the ball slow like that, a lot of bad things can happen. He's
And
hit this
even
ball
hit
perfect
that
too.
perfect. He is cueing really well.
This 8 ball's to get him on the hill first. Oh, we're not worried about
Yeah,
cameras there.
that is not something that we care to repeat.
Sure Shot. Check them out online, guys. This is a sweet little device. Instant feedback. Show you if you're aiming properly, if you're twisting your wrist, dropping your elbow. You get all kinds of instant feedback from that little device. Just fits right on the shaft of your cue.
Simple yet very, very effective.
Yeah, and if you go to their website and order from there and use the discount code CSL Pool, all caps, you get 10% off. Let's see what Jonathan's break looks like here to try to close this one out. He's definitely got one of the bigger breaks. I was just about to say he's got one of the biggest breaks I've ever
He
seen.
hit that so hard the camera shook.
Yeah, Yeah, the whole earth shook when he hit that break.
Right?
I was gonna do my Marvin the Martian voice there, and then
Oh,
I
you
decided
totally
not to.
should've.
But it was earth-shattering kaboom. I knew you'd like that too much.
Oh, God, I love it, man.
I'm not just a radio voice. I can do other
wow.
voices too.
Attaboy. Attaboy. I love it. You know you can't not do that now.
Yeah, I thought about it for a minute, and then yeah, that's gonna be a go-to.
You so should have.
Oh,
What was your hesitation? I don't get
Well,
it.
it hasn't been done for a while, so I
I've never
wasn't
heard
sure
it.
if it was
Where
gonna
did
be
that's
as
like
good.
coming from left field. Where'd that come from?
That's pretty good, right?
That was awesome.
You just never know what you're gonna hear out of me.
Well, now that I know, buddy, practice up.
You'll be waiting for it. Yeah.
I'm just
Well, it's better than.
cue the Martian voice.
I don't know if you guys happen to hear Steph in Red Deer a couple weeks ago.
Which time?
Eric hit a break so hard that she used a certain expletive that she doesn't often use.
What a nice bleep break.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
It literally was so hard that it shocked her, and she didn't know what else to say.
Oh,
So I tried to
wow.
think of something better. That
That was
better.
it. You got it. I gotta
But
say.
then Norm missed the opener. Now he's in big
Yeah,
trouble.
This,
Because the 7
This could
leads
be
you to the
curtain
2.
call.
If he shoots the 5 or the 7,
6.
then the 2, 6, 3, or the
Yeah.
3, 6. There's so many ways to get out here.
yeah. I kind of like the 6 draw 7.
I actually don't mind that either because the 2 leads you to the 3 so
Two leads
easy.
3, 3 to 2, and either way you get to the 8.
Yeah, it's.
God, that was funny, Ben. That was freaking awesome.
I just made Grant's day there.
You so did.
Well, let's see. He's not shooting the 6 right now.
Yeah, I like the 6 better.
Actually, I don't mind the 2, and the angle on the 6 is going to be fairly natural to get to the 3.
Yeah, but then in my opinion, you're getting flirtatious with the 12-10. For me, this is where things can go wrong.
This is
I
where you got to
tried.
make a really good decision
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. Did anybody else not find that funny?
I guess not.
Right?
Nobody
My
else laughed.
God, I was trying to not bust the gut right there. What's going on, Terry?
One day you'll hear my Yoda voice too. It's not bad.
Oh, come on now.
We'll save that for maybe later today.
All right, so he did bump it. Is he on the 6, or do you have to shoot the 3?
No, he's got to shoot the 3 from here.
Maybe we're muted. Are we muted?
No.
Is anybody home? How do you not find that funny? I thought that was hilarious.
My goodness, he's
Am I
missed the
that
ball.
sleep deprived already?
I guess. He's missed the ball, and Norm has gotten a second life here to try to come back in this match. He needs to win this game, and then he's going to be breaking Hill.
That's a good spot to be in.
I'm liking where I'm at if I'm Norm right now.
Yeah, and I think he's right in taking the 9 ball here first. 9-14. Clear the bottom of the table out. Because you can always shape that 8 pretty much from anywhere at the top of the table.
The 15 might be the only tough ball to get on right now.
Yeah. I might actually try to get on it right now.
I might do the same because then you can shoot
Just
the 12
forward
on the
one
side.
rail. I might have come forward one off of there and tried to shape that 15 ball.
That's going to be the key ball here because he can pretty much just play a stop shot here and then shoot the 10 next. That would be the only other trouble ball. Oh, he went into it.
He did.
He's got a good angle. He might be able to draw and avoid the side here and shoot the 15 next. Oh, he tried to put some pictures of Marvin the Martian in the comments.
Nice. What's going on, Michael?
Oh,
I was wondering, like, did anybody else not hear that? How could you not
oh, look
think
where
that that was funny?
look where he ended up. He clipped the 15 went 1-2 rails and hooked himself. He's got to shoot the 12 in the bottom right, and it's a very tough shot.
Option is to jump to the 15.
Personally,
But I don't see Norm jump that often.
no, and personally, I would much rather just pot a ball I can see. Norm's actually a really great potter too, so I don't
Did
blame
he get
him.
on the good side? Oh,
I don't think
thought
he's.
I thought he might have got behind that 8-ball. If he
Yeah.
could have got there, it actually wouldn't have been too bad.
He hasn't quite covered it. I don't think this angle really tells the true story either, so we'll see what Jonathan does here. Looks like he's eyeing up shape on the 6, so he must be able to see all of the 3.
It doesn't take the pics in the comments. That would have been awesome, William. Post a couple of those Marvin the Martians.
Yeah.
Because that was honestly pretty funny.
I'm glad he enjoyed it.
I probably enjoyed it more than the 150 people that we have watching
Oh,
right
look at
now.
this. He stun followed this ball all the way to the rail.
And he's off the rail, so
This isn't bad. This is not ideal. He didn't want to be this far away from the ball, but
no.
this will be okay.
But you can just roll up and play the 8 to the bottom left here.
I think I wouldn't try to do too much here.
Yeah.
That's the right way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play it in the side if you
If you underhit it, it goes to the side.
underhit
Right?
it.
Right, and that's kind of that exact spot where you see people try to do too much,
Mhm.
and there's no need, right? It's a roll-up shot.
Exactly. Like I may have even tried to go around 3 rails and shoot the 8 in the same pocket,
Yeah,
just because I don't like hitting the ball slow. But
there it
ooh,
is.
he very nearly missed that
He
ball.
did use the whole pocket, but he got there.
And I think that's it.
Mm.
Is it race to 6 on the B side in the A1?
I'm not
Because
sure.
I'm not going to be very happy if it is. Oh, I
Unless
think
we-
what happened is it's handicapped.
Oh, it is.
It's A1 and A2 grouped together.
It is.
So you can't drop the race on the B side.
That's right.
So it is a race to 6 here.
Yeah, we know it's 5. What's the race, though? 6. 6, okay.
Yeah, see, I was under the impression that the race dropped 1 on the B side like it did in the Masters.
Right.
But they can't
because-
drop the
yeah,
race because of the handicap. All right, well, it's not over yet. Norm is definitely still alive in here. If you can
Oh, my.
come with a note, how good is
Oh,
that second ball
wow.
break? Got a little unlucky. The 3s blocked the pocket for the 14, but everything else looks good. And I think
You can get to the 14 off the 12 ball.
yeah, the 12 is in a nice spot.
Yeah.
Everything looks good here. I think I'm shooting the 15 first
Yeah,
to open the
15.
pocket for the 10.
15,
Assuming
13, 10, 11, 12, 14.
I wouldn't like trying to get on the 8 from the 14. That's kind of saving the trouble for last. So I
It
might.
is.
I think he was trying to get angle on the 12 to do that right now and save the 13. The 10 to the 11 is not easy.
So now do you do it?
Yeah, I think he has to go from the 10
From
to
the
the
10
12.
to the 12 to the 14,
To the 14.
then 11, 8. He's going to come on the wrong side. He'll have to go 2 rails. I don't think he got there.
No, he definitely
needed
didn't get
to
where he
have-
wanted to
needed
be.
draw that back a little more, right? Or come up higher to give that 2 rail to get underneath.
Yeah, he can use. That's pretty much gonna do it.
I think that definitely could be curtains here.
Little unlucky to slide by the 3 in sewer. So ball in hand for Jonathan to finish it off.
Yeah, and I think that trouble started when he potted that 10 ball. Just come up on the wrong side,
Yeah.
right? Because that 4 ball was kind of blocking the natural path to get there.
Well, then you could go even further and say maybe the 13 he didn't hit that great
Yeah.
because his angle on the 10 wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
a little tough. It wasn't the easiest of outs.
It wasn't.
But I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier when you got ball in hand, the back door, and nothing in your way to finish off a match. Gotta love it when that happens.
7 ball into the right-hand side pocket. Roll up for the 6, the 2, the 3, the 8. Froze up. If your screen froze, just back out of Facebook and go back in again. Oh, popped the rail a little bit too much. Might have to do the 2 first.
So it looks like the Masters final is going to start sooner than you guys thought it might.
Indeed.
Because they're lagging off right now.
Getting at it right now.
No point waiting around.
Getting to it. Ooh, he used a whole pocket with that 6 ball, but it did drop. He's got a nice shot on the 3 ball. So 2 ways to play it. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. Play this 3 ball in off the bottom rail, back up. You can put the 8 to the top right-hand corner, or you can draw, go underneath, just like that.
You were watching the replay. It's already over.
Oh, I was watching the replay.
Jonathan wins that one, so we'll switch you guys over. You can watch. Looks like
As soon as you started doing the
Yeah.
computer changes for the Masters final,
was watching on the tablet
I
and
was-
caught the delay.
I was commenting on what already happened.
No problem, no problem. So it looks like Steven made a ball on the break, and he's off to the races. Not wasting any time here. He's going to
Nope.
try to make this double dip happen quick.
Does he
Put a
push
little
forward and
pressure.
break this 11?
Yeah, he's probably thinking the 11 goes.
I don't know if it goes.
Very well might.
It actually does. Off the rail first. Big
Yeah,
pocket.
the pocket's so big. So big. Look at how big that pocket is down
It's
there.
a monster.
Holy cow. I think he'd rather shoot the 15 here and get shape on the 9. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Under hit.
Michael says muted. I'm thinking maybe Grant's microphone's a little farther away from his face. Might be a little quiet. Maybe Michael doesn't have his sound turned up loud enough.
I like this Nary sounds like a Canadian and a bad pool player.
Very good, Steve. Well, that's the first one on the board for Young Ho Lam.
Indeed.
If you guys haven't heard about this CSL Viewer Advantage, Winner's Choice number 2, going to be drawn this Sunday night.
You gotta be in it to win it.
And what you're purchasing here for $20 per Advantage pack is the coupon pack, which includes all kinds of great coupons from all of our sponsors and advertisers. But you also get the chance to win your choice of a Jacoby Black Shaft T3 jump brake cue or $620 Canadian.
Not a bad little giveaway.
Gotta love that. So I think they're just grabbing the score sheet. I'm gonna run to the washroom. I gotta use the little boys' room. I'll be right back.
I suppose we can let you do that. Now you'll be stuck with the narrator who sounds like a Canadian and a bad pool player. And they're shaking the camera again here, guys. Sorry about that. Mr. Hampton about to grip it and rip it. Oh, nice little hop with that cue ball. Not a terrible looking table. A little bit of work to do, but not a terrible table.
So the 6 and 7 are going to be the tough ones along with the 12-10 ball. So definitely a little tricky. The 11-13 is not too bad. That combo is pretty close to the pocket. But certainly no matter which one you take, there is definitely some work to be done. The 12 ball does go past the 4 to the left-hand side pocket off that combination for the 11-13. The 7 goes to the side off the 5, but no real good starter for low ball, so probably going to have to take the high ball here. The question is do you go down for that 11-13 right now? 15 ball, bottom left. 2 rails out, miss the 1 ball, go down for the 11-13 right now. Nope. Playing the shape for the 9. He does have the cut on the 13 as an option as well. But can you spin this with enough left hand to go off that bottom rail, avoid it, and then take the 11? Great shot. Check the option on 12. Looks like he's got there. He's onto this 12 ball. 12 to the side, roll up, 10 ball, or the 9 depending on the angle. 10 ball it is. So I think if I'm Jeremiah, I'm going to do the 10 ball, the 11 ball. Two ways that he can do this. I wouldn't mind him getting straight in on this 9 ball and more or less a hit and a stick and just take the cut on the 8 ball into the top right hand corner. Little bit of an angle there, so gonna have to pull a shot here. Shoot the window between this 5 and 7 ball. Well done. Tie ball game, Mr. Hampton. And we'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors here, Jam Up Apparel. It's my jam, step up. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit them up on their Facebook page or go visit them on their website. Some of the best designs that you're going to find in pool gear, pool wear. They have men's, ladies, even kids, hats, shirts, polos, sweaters. And from a wearability standpoint, some of the most comfortable pool gear that you're going to find. This sounds like ASMR. Not sure what the acronym stands for, but I'll take it as a compliment. Unfortunate kick on that break for Steven. I'll give ball in hand to Jeremiah. These are V&EA rules that we're playing here. With V&EA rules, any scratch off the break must be in the kitchen. So on or before the line. Only balls available to shoot would be beyond the head string. What's going on, Mr. Anderson?
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's, I know that I've got a compliment on here that says this. What did he say here? Sounds like a Canadian and a bad pool player. Those are two of the exact qualities I want in my commentating. So while you're here and while everybody is listening, what I say online is merely a suggestion, right? It's I can't tell all the angles. I don't get to see what you guys see on the table. Of course, of course, it happens all the time. I don't miss from back here. That's why I sit back here. I'm batting 1,000%. Yeah, you did. My wife is running this tournament. Indeed, she is the league coordinator for Southern Music. It was John that won. Now the confusion is, was Jeremiah low ball because Stephen went up? Yeah, Stephen shot the low ball. You know it, Steve. Will she do it next year? Yes. So she is the she is the league coordinator for Southern Music. So she doesn't just run this tournament. She runs the whole league all year. So rather unfortunate for Stephen there. That'll give now Jeremiah ball in hand. He uses a little bit of coaching on the cue ball to wave it down to stick for position on that 5 ball. Absolutely, Kevin. Teams start tonight, I think at about 6 o'clock. So a little bit of a mental error from Stephen there kind of cost him a game. Is CSL doing Lethbridge next? Unfortunately, we're not. We're going to be following this event. We have a couple of weeks off where we'll probably go live with a Q&A session in one of those weekends, but we don't mind having that little bit of a break because then we're into the CCS Westerns, which is here in Calgary at the Acadia Rec Center. And then the weekend after that, we are in the Leather Pocket here in Calgary for their year-end playoffs. And then we start a 3-week run in Vegas the following week. And that will be all of the ACS and VNEA. So when we get the opportunity to kind of take our breaks, we certainly do so. But that being said, with that 2-week run, where we don't have anything scheduled is where we will go live with a Q&A session. Charlie, so the confusion was Jeremiah shot solids and then missed. Stephen didn't realize that Jeremiah had claimed solids, shot a solid, therefore committing a foul, which gave Jeremiah Hampton ball in hand, which is why he returned to the table to shoot the solids.
Wow.
Yeah, so a little bit of a mental error from Stephen cost him a game there.
So I missed a pretty important point in the match there.
Indeed.
Holy cow. Interesting. Just verifying the 6 ball is far enough over to shoot it.
Yeah.
Can't see it from my house.
Oh, that almost got away from him. Well, if he shot the wrong ball, then that's a mental lapse for sure. Possibly. Yeah, that would mentally do something to any player. Yeah, that's going to shake you up. Rolling the ball is never fun on these tables.
You are absolutely correct, Charlie, but that is something for Stephen to then go back at Jeremiah Hampton with.
But I think that's also kind of a written rule. But as far as like the unwritten rule of like, hey, I was solids and you made a mental error, most players would say, okay, yeah, it's yours, right? Like, doesn't matter how many balls I shot. Like, really? Did I not notice? Here you go, right? The written rule does state after the second ball. And he tried to roll the 7 in the side and it didn't go. It may have drifted a little, but that was a super tough angle to try to make that shot.
And Jeremiah went up and told Stephen there was no argument. I think Stephen just gave it up.
Yeah, he probably realized right away, whoops, here you go, right?
Stephen even said, oh, I thought you missed the first shot.
So you gotta pay attention.
Absolutely. So now that you're back, I'm just going to run outside and check the weather real quick. I'll be back here.
Oh, Hampton missed the ball. Uh-oh.
Wondering if he's feeling a little guilty.
It might have done something to both of them. That can definitely linger in your mind for a while. But by all means, you can run out. I got it under control.
Check and see how the weather's improving.
I was having a conversation with myself there. Grant's mic was on mute, if you guys were wondering what happened there. I was talking to myself. Wow, Stephen has hooked himself, but I think the Massey goes fairly easy. It's a good shot. Well played. It's easy to panic there and make a bad shot, but he didn't panic. He just took what he had and made the best of it. Could have gone extremely wrong, that shot. Take the opportunity to flash up another one of our sponsors, advertisers. Nick's Q Innovation sponsors a handful of players from Calgary, some of the players on my team, as well as an advertiser for Q Sports Live. He does hands down the best Q repair work. Custom Qs. He's starting to make some builds. Does extensions, which you'll see pretty much every player has. Steven actually has a built-in one on the back end of his shooting cue. Just a little, sorry, not a built-in one, but a custom one. A custom 2-inch extension on the back of his playing cue. Likes a little extra length. Crushed that break, but came up dry. This is a big opportunity for Jeremiah to get back on track. He's going to have to shoot high ball because there's no opener on a low ball. He has to shoot the 13 here, bottom right. Jack up a little and maybe get shape on the 14. I wouldn't try to hold for the 9 here. So he didn't have to jack up. He hit it with a flat stroke and got the same result. 14, he's going to want to probably try to get on the 9, and the 9's going to lead him to the 12. He'll have to shoot the 12 on the side or in the long corner. So going to shoot this yellow 9 ball. Maybe just play off the rail a little bit. I like playing this 12 in the corner. It's a much bigger pocket. And pretty much a stop shot will lead him to the 15, the brown ball in the middle in the top left. He's missed potting the ball again. You don't see these guys miss too many pots like that. Well, Wayne, you bring up a good question. If Steven can't play teams because of his ranking, will the team replace him, and with who? He will be replaced. We have tossed around a few names because we know there's a good chance this could be his last year. With the way he's playing, he's definitely going places. These guys are both seeming to struggle just a little bit now. Don't know if he can see enough of the 7 to pot it. Looks like maybe he can. Yeah, he did have just enough. Two rails into the back of the 2 ball. That was a brave shot that he played really well. Now he'll shoot the 4 and go 1 rail, and shoot the 2 in the top right. If he gets straight on the 2, all he's got to do is play a stop shot. You guys will hear me talking quieter all day until it fills up in here. It's not too many players in here, and I don't want anyone to hear me. This is 8-ball all weekend. We'll have some teams starting tonight. We do have Ryan playing on the other table. I have to find out his opponent's name. I'll throw up another one of our advertisers here. Got Jay Hampton racked, ready to break. We got Ryan playing in the final of the A3 division. Just gonna look up his opponent's name here. It's Chris. So I will switch you guys back and forth at some point. We're having a little bit of trouble with the split screen. But we'll try to get that working for teams. So just bear with me for a minute here, guys. We'll set up the other scoreboard. And then I'll do a score check over there in a moment. Till then, we'll watch this table here. Looks like Jay Hampton had a successful break, but he does have to develop the balls on the top rail there. Looks like the 11-13, which he's going to try to do right now. And that's a good shot, but I think he got the worst of it there. So the shot here is going to be to thin the 11, really, really thin, and try to hide behind it. He hit it thin on the right side. I don't think there's a pot available here. It is 3-1 on the other table for Ryan. So I'll switch you guys over at some point. We'll watch some of that too. I missed what happened here. It looks like Steven dug in for the Massey. Didn't make contact and went around the ball. Scratched. Yeah, sorry guys, I just had to turn off the sound there for a second while I asked for a score update on the other table. Should have sound now. Maureen definitely having fun counts for a lot. We do currently have 6 players on our team. So I'm going to say when and not if Steven is no longer allowed to play. Then we still have a 5-player team.
Sorry about the extended break.
You will happen to see us playing at the CCS Westerns in a few weeks without Steven because he's playing the US Open 9-ball that same week. So there are obviously plans in place for
Contingency.
contingency plans for when we do lose him on the team. So we got Ryan Epp at the table right now. Looking at getting on the hill. Look outside pocket. Straight in. Well, he did hit that ball quite a bit too hard for what he was trying to accomplish there. He needed to hit that with a little more control.
I didn't even see what happened there. I was having a little drink.
You're welcome, Len. Thanks for tuning in.
So, just as an FYI for you, they have mini pizzas outside.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
I did not see that yesterday.
Yeah, they have pizza on their little menu out there.
I
The problem was the menu was sort of hidden.
It was hidden. All I heard was hamburger and fingers and fries.
Yeah, there was a little mini pizzas for $7.
Did not know that. I will be attempting that today.
Little personal size pizzas.
Ooh, use the whole
Look
pocket
out,
there.
9-ball. Look out, 9-ball. It's a beach ball from that angle.
It sure is.
This is a really big rack in this match because if
Yeah.
Ryan goes up 4-1, he's going to be tough to stop.
Absolutely.
Should be noted that Chris is going to have to beat him twice to begin with. Ryan did win the hot seat.
Hamburger pizza, you know it. So let's see how well he jumps here. Oh, he hit it good.
Oh, he hit it really good. I feel like he deserved a little better than that. That was a good
agree.
attempt. Ryan's got to make a good first shot here on
He
the
does.
11, though,
Yeah.
avoiding the side pocket.
He had no meatloaf.
So you got to shoot this 11 with bottom spin. You don't have to worry too much about the cue ball because you got the 10 there.
Well, yeah. And
Or soft with top. That avoids the scratch as well. Good
Yeah.
shot by Mr. Epp there.
it was.
Hot dog pizza.
That's not terrible.
Ugh, doesn't sound very appealing. Jackalope pizza. What
Yeah,
about
right.
Jackalope pizza?
The things that myths are made of.
Yeah.
So Ryan, let's see if he can hold it out and get onto the hill. Oh, use the whole pocket. Wiped its feet the whole way.
He may have even been thinking two-way with the way he shot that ball
Yeah.
because he was...
Yeah. And I think he's actually doing the same here. I think he's playing it smart.
That's a good shot. I couldn't see him ever missing that ball with the way he's been shooting.
Yeah, he's been playing really well.
Yeah. What's up, Lou?
Indeed, how are ya?
Lou
Taco
from
pizza.
New
You bet.
Jersey. Yeah, we'll pass on the hot dog pizza, Alex.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Taco pizza sounds great, though.
Taco does sound good. Jackalope pizza, not really in for that.
All right, this 8-ball to get himself on the hill.
Yeah, this is fish in a barrel.
This
He'll be looking
is
good here.
the A3 final.
Looking good.
I missed what happened on the other table.
Yeah, I don't know who won that. Four 4-3, Jeremiah Hampton.
Hampton did win that game. And he's breaking, so this is a big point in the match right here, but we will switch you guys back and forth and try to make sure you don't miss the conclusion of the other match as well. Mr. Epp breaking to try to finish off this tournament.
And hello, Gary from Tulsa.
Oh, he was talking about a jackalope pizza that he's going to make us in September.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah, because we don't know what is going to
That
be
would
in that
a
pizza.
mythical creature pizza.
Look at that.
So the procession of how it works is B3, B2, B1, A3, A2, A1, Masters, and then there is a higher division, and that's called the elite division.
And that's just for the teams,
Yeah,
the elite division.
yeah. Can we go split? We did not set up the split screen yet.
We're having some problems with bandwidth because we have quite a bit of internet going on with CompuSport being ran a couple feet away from us. They're
And all on the same switch.
all on the same switch,
So we are working with a limited bandwidth.
but we'll see if at some point maybe we can figure that out to get the split screen working before the team event starts.
Yeah.
Which we'll pretty much have most of the afternoon to do because there will be one more final after this. In the A1 division, I see Jonathan Weaselhead is playing John Clark, and the winner of that will have to beat Peter Almazan twice.
Nice shot.
So when that match is over, then we'll have a little bit of a break before the team event starts.
Yeah. So as good as that was that he broke that 6 out, he kind of put it into a tough spot. Can you cut this into the side? That's a tough cut.
It's a delicate
Makes
shot.
It looks easy.
Yeah. Tough to tell from these kind of angles, too, how much of the pocket he had to work with.
It's actually the other way around, Scott. Stephen has to beat Jeremiah twice. Hotspot off the phone won't work with the required bandwidth. Anytime that we try to use wireless or hotspots, the stream gets really choppy.
But that is something that we're working on for the future so that we don't even need
Yeah.
a connection, so we could stream from anywhere. We'll have our own hotspot. We just need the right connection
Oh,
speed.
don't go in
Oh,
for.
he got so unlucky there. He got super unlucky there. And the way the 4 went in, you know, combo off both balls
Yeah.
and goes in, that's super
Yeah.
unlucky.
Really, really unlucky. So you kind of have to kick at this one ball, I would think. I don't think he can see it. I think the 10's too far down. He's
Yeah,
gonna have to kick it into the side pocket here.
he's definitely can't see any of that one.
So you can see he's loading up with left-hand English.
Really good effort.
Really done. Yeah. Hit
Really
that
good effort. This is gonna tie it up here. Now we're gonna have a race to 3 to see if there's a second set.
Wow. Put the stroke on that.
Yeah, he got all of that ball. He's gonna shoot the 9 now to open the pocket for the 8 later on, which is a smart decision. No, he'll shoot the 12, I think. 12, 14, 11, 10. Looks like he may have played for the 10 ball first, which also works, but I'd be more inclined to shoot the 14, and the 11 leads you to the 10 nice and easy.
Yeah. Go up and up off the end rail.
Yeah, just to get a little closer.
Yeah.
This is already, might have to shoot the 10 in the same pocket as the 11.
Steven's really good at these little touchy shots to hold.
Yeah, he is, and that he did. He uses siding on the cue ball very, very well
really does,
in
yeah.
order to throw the ball into the pocket and
Yeah.
slow down the angle.
I thought he was going to halem it in there.
I thought he might, and it's a good thing he didn't, because sometimes those balls come out. But look at this. We got Mr.
got
F
Mr.
shooting
F.
the 8 ball for the title here.
8 ball for the win.
Let's see if he can hold his nerves knowing the finish line is right there. I think he's dialing it in.
He is. I like that he's taking his time this time.
I like that. I like that too. Yeah,
We've
nothing
seen
but
that.
net.
Beautiful. I've seen that the whole tournament from him. He really bore down this tournament. Usually he's a fairly quick shooter.
Yeah,
He doesn't take his time, but this time he kind of bore down there.
he knew what shots he had to take time on,
Yeah.
and so his rhythm was a little better this tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully
Good on him.
he'll take from that, and he'll be moving up next year into the A2 division,
Indeed.
which happens to be mixed with the A1 this year.
It is.
But you do get a 1-game spot if you play an A1 player and you're A2 ranked.
Yeah.
But congrats to Mr. Epp.
Indeed.
Not
Well
an,
done, sir.
Not an easy tournament to win, because you kind of come in this room with not much practice on these tables in these
Yeah.
conditions, and it makes it very tough.
You have to adjust really quick.
You got to adjust really quick, absolutely, which was something I did not do.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, tough to adjust, especially against good players, right?
Yeah. Kind of got the worst of that shot.
Yeah, he's not getting the rubs right now.
And you kind of saw that, like you said, right? At the start of the match, you got a few of the little rubs and the rolls. And Steven just sticks around. And that's something you say all the time. Stick around, because if you can stick around, the rubs inevitably will switch.
And stick around might even be like play the next tournament.
Yeah.
Because you might not have got the rolls this tournament. You might get all the rolls next tournament.
Absolutely.
It might take a month. It might take a year.
Yeah.
The rolls will come around.
Yeah.
Unless you're a bad person. Then
Yeah.
you don't deserve good rolls. Yeah, absolutely, David. I think we're named Barry's team, though, in this.
Yeah, they're kind of one and the same.
Jet Setters is the CCS team name that we just kept because they kept winning tournaments under that name. So
Yeah.
that was one of Barry's team names from way back in the day. Long before any of us ever played
Yeah,
league
the Jet
pool.
Setters is Barry's team. What are the rankings equivalent, excuse me, in CPA, APA? Really tough to do a comparison.
Well, I think if you were
The
just
Masters
to,
is 7s.
yeah, if you were just to think like a B would be a 5, and an A player might be a 6.
Yeah,
That would be kind of a B3 might be a 4.
yeah. It's really tough to do the comparison because the CPA and APA run a little bit differently.
Much different. So look at that out Jay Hampton
yes.
comes with there.
Brought the heat.
Steven says that's good.
He has been hitting extremely well.
Well, now he's breaking to try to get on the hill. This is a very big point in the match.
Well, and like the poster says, it's Judgment Day. Today, the pool gods reveal all your sins. Play Jam Up. And so far, Hampton's living it up.
He's played Jam Up.
He definitely has. Yeah, no problem, Sarah.
So click that share button, guys. Let's see if we can get these numbers up a little bit. I
Yeah,
marked
no
the
doubt.
score in the wrong spot, of course. Marked it for Steven instead of Jeremiah. It's got to be the
Couple of
H.
dry breaks.
It's got to be the H. The last initial that throws me off, you know. Yeah, this table has been breaking up and down. Seen some good, some bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're 100% correct, Eddie. And with Jam Up Apparel, guys, if you haven't been to their website, go check them out, jamupapparel.com. Men's, ladies, kids, they've got hats. And again, some of the best designs for pool gear that you're going to find out there.
Yeah, you'll love that hat, Eddie.
Oh, yeah. I think Ben's wearing his right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Oh, there's a few players that tune in that play CPA APA. We will be back in Niagara Falls for the CPA APA border battle. That'll be in November, I believe.
That's the first one. There's a lot of APA players and CPA players that watch CSL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a different color. There you go, Eddie. Yeah, you got to mix it up, right?
Nice little controlled shot from Steven there.
Oh, he's
So
got to go
now
into
is he
these
gonna
balls.
try
Yeah.
it? Is he going to try it right off this 15 ball?
Yeah.
Try and get to that 10 ball?
He's going to play it with heavy topspin.
Catches the horn.
Yeah, he's in big trouble here.
Wow, that could put Hampton on the hill.
This is big. I didn't want to say anything there. He's standing pretty close. But that's a big point in the match.
Huge.
I think the shot for Hampton here is shoot the 7,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe the 1. But I kind of like leaving the 1 there for when I
Yeah.
use the 4
I
to
think
break
the
out the
7 into
3-2.
the 6 ball.
7,
Shove
6,
the 4 into
and then
that
the
back.
4, yeah. The problem with this shot is you're kind of pushing the 2 towards the rail where the 9 is. And then you're only going to have one pocket.
Yeah, risk versus reward.
It would
though,
almost be
right?
better if the 2 passes to the right-hand side. if you could get below it, which you might have the angle to do. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was kind of one of those spots where you had to hit and hope a bit, right?
Oh, look at that shot.
He had
Look at
enough to
that
cut
shot.
that in the side. He played a great shot there. Little unlucky to end up back here, but I think he still has a shot on this one ball on the side.
Yeah, he kind of lighted that breakout. I thought he would hit it a little bit harder than that.
Well, I think he was a little worried about where the two might end up as well. Might have scared him a bit.
Oh, he's got good angle here.
He's got to float this in.
Shoot the gap between the 13-9 for the side rail.
Yeah, I'd rather use the 4 to get on it. It's too tough to...
I didn't even see that 4 ball.
Yeah, I
wow.
Now he's a little closer to his work, so he can control the cue ball a little better. I would be trying to punch into the 13 ball here. Oh, he had the perfect angle to just miss the 8 and
Just float it.
he's in really good shape.
More or less a hit and a stick. 8 ball bottom right.
Yeah, he's just going to roll this in, and he might even shoot the 8 in the side. That's what he's going to go over and take a look at the corner and the side, just to make sure
Either way.
that he's got both. Yeah.
Kind of went on the 50-yard line.
Yeah,
It
he's
shouldn't make a difference, though. I think he'll go to the bottom right corner. It's a little bit more accepting.
you got to watch the cue ball here. Doesn't get away from you in the side pocket.
Uh-oh.
Just like
Uh-oh.
this.
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
what he was
scared
worried
of.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the ball that he'll remember at the end of this tournament.
Yeah. So is that nerves of playing and potentially getting on the hill against a Stephen Hallam?
Well, I just think he got a little funny on that ball on the rail. So then he had to sacrifice shape, and he just got in a weird spot where, of course, you're going to think about the side pocket there.
Is that in his
It's a
head,
natural line. I don't know. For him, I don't think so.
though? No?
For a lot of people, probably.
Yeah.
If it had happened when it was on the hill, then definitely.
Yeah.
But the game before the hill, I don't know.
Wow.
BJ.
That's a big swing. 6'4" to 5'5".
Yeah, and it's Stevens' break here.
Wow.
Mike Burton home team, guys. You probably got to catch a glimpse of Mr. Burton himself playing a couple matches yesterday on the stream.
You'll catch him again in the team event.
You should catch him and Mr. Mike Abu as well. So if you're looking at any real estate needs, you can get in contact with us and we'll make sure you get in contact with them. Buying, selling, looking for a mortgage. These are the guys.
Well, and it's, I think, important when we do put up these sponsors. These are the guys, in my mind, that are here to support the game, and they do contribute to the game. And I think it's important that pool players do support back to those type.
Absolutely.
Whether it's on a CSL stream or any other stream,
those that are willing to support our sport, I think deserve the credit and the support back.
Active coin leagues. Never even heard of active coin league.
Yeah, me neither.
Wouldn't be sure.
So, I mean, you can kind of figure it out. So the ranking systems in SML start at the lowest level, which is a B3, and then you move up the ranks. So B3, B2, B1, A3, A2, A1, Masters, and then Elite. So 8 different levels in SML.
He's got a really nice look here.
He
He's
does.
going to give Jay Hampton the full punishment, the 2-game punishment.
Yeah.
This is nicely controlled. He'd rather not be on the rail, but I don't think it'll pose too much of a problem. You can float this 2 in and get shape on the 4 or the 7.
Just don't punch the 4 ball over top of the 10 ball.
Yeah, I can't see him ever hitting it that hard, but oh, he went right past it. That's a good shot.
That will.
He had a nice little angle there to miss the balls.
4 ball, 7 ball, 5 ball, 8 ball.
Yeah, he'll be shooting the 5. Probably
Into the
wanted.
side.
He probably wanted to be shooting the 5 in the same pocket he just played that ball, but in the side is going to work just as good, if not better.
Puts him a nice float angle to put the 8 into the same pocket as the 7 ball.
Yeah, he can just roll this in. All active is a league in Winnipeg. Big like SML.
Okay, Scott Morgan. So I do believe that they also send players down for the Westerns, the WCVNAA.
If you guys haven't heard about our CSL Viewer Advantage Winners Choice number 2, we have that running until Sunday night.
Somebody's going to be a lucky winner.
Somebody's got to win it. Might as well be you.
Yeah, nice choices there. The Jacoby Black Shaft, the T3 Jump Brake Cue, or $620 in cash.
And what you're purchasing there for your $20 is actually the coupon pack,
Indeed.
which includes a bunch of great deals from a lot of our sponsors and advertisers.
Max Eberly, Jam Up Apparel, Jacoby, Q Sports Live.
Yeah, Bob Danielson.
Yeah.
All. This is big. He scratched. It's all but over now.
So do you start with that 5-2? Wired up? Or are you going, well, I think you got to go low ball here,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's the shot. You could save it because the 5 does go.
The 5 does go for sure.
So I might actually shoot the 7 and get short side on the 6.
Do you shoot the 7 or the 3?
Yeah, you could shoot the 3, then the 7 for sure.
3 ball, 7 ball, 6 ball, 4 ball, 4 ball, 6 ball, either way.
Yeah.
Leads you to the 5-2. Then the Stephen just come over and said, guys, what ball should I
It's
take?
because he can hear us. He's making a bad joke. His ears are always wide open, and I think our voices carry quite a bit because
They
they're
must.
deep.
They must, because I didn't think he could hear us.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's all you got to do, Kevin. You just go on the GoFundMe, donate it, and when we see it, we'll send you a copy of your tickets and the viewer advantage. Nice little rub there.
Yeah, good shot. It's always nice when you don't have to move the cue ball too much.
So So do you do the 4-ball and off the end rail?
Yeah, it's hard to see what kind of angle, but he's shooting the 6 first. Wait while the 3-person crowd settles.
Yeah. Yeah, no troubles at all. Wow, look at that control.
BJ, I actually haven't seen it roll very much. It's rolling pretty straight. For a valley, this is one of the nicer ones.
Yeah, indeed. So big swing when Jeremiah missed that 8-ball there.
Yeah. And now we're going to see a second set.
We are. We'll see if they take a little bit of a break.
I believe we'll see a break here for sure.
We are going
All
to
right.
the second set. Stephen Halem wins the first set.
And he did say he's going to take 5 minutes, so what we're going to do is shut it down and restart it.
Indeed.
It's just so we make sure we have enough time on the next stream so it doesn't
bet.
cut out.
So we appreciate everybody tuning in here, guys. We will be right back on behalf of myself, Mr. Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live staff. If you haven't done so already, go onto the Facebook page, click that like button, or YouTube on the subscribe. And we will be back in just a few minutes here, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone. Second set's race to 6, Terry.